Hello students, so welcome to the Pole Science of class 10, and today we will start with a new topic from the same chapter, that is chapter number 2, Federalism. And today's topic is about the linguistic diversity of India. So if you remember, according to the scheduled language, the number of languages that are included according to the Indian Constitution is 22. So regarding that inclusion of the language, today we will study how many languages are there and what is the proportion or percentage of the languages that are actually constituted in a country like India. So let's proceed then. So how many languages do we have in India? The answer depends on how one counts it. The latest information that we have is from the Census of India held in 2001. So according to the book, whatever the scheduled languages that are given, or the proportion, that is according to the census that was held in 2001. After that, one census had already been done in 2011, and the next census will be again after 10 years, that will be in the year 2021. So we will try to understand both the proportion according to 2001 also and according to 2011 also, which I have written manually alongside with the proportion of language of 2001, which we will study after a few minutes. So this census recorded more than 1500 distinct languages which people mentioned as their mother tongues. So according to the Census of India that was held, how many number of languages were recorded actually as the mother tongue in India? There were about 1500 distinct languages according to the census. According to the report of Government of India, there were around 1500 distinct languages. Just imagine, that was in the year 2001. These languages were grouped together under some major languages. Clear? So whatever the languages were there, around 1500 distinct languages, these languages were actually done what? They were grouped together under some major languages. How were the grouping done? Let us see then. For example, languages like Bhojpuri, Magadhi, Bundelkhandi, Chhattisgarhi, Rajasthani, Bhili, and many others were grouped together under Hindi. Clear? So you can say that a whole lot of languages, suppose assume that 9 or 10 languages having similarities were grouped under one head. So one example is given in this book. Under Hindi, how many languages were grouped? Let us see. It was Bhojpuri, Magadhi, Bundelkhandi, Chhattisgarhi number 4, Rajasthani number 5, Bhili number 6, and many other languages. Suppose assume that 7 to 8 languages were grouped under the head Hindi. Clear? Even after grouping, the census found 114 major languages. So likewise, as the example of Hindi is given, that 9 or 10 languages were grouped under Hindi. So just like that, grouping was done in many other languages, but after grouping also, these 1500 distinct languages, when grouped under some heads, again it was found that 114 major languages were there after grouping also. Clear? Don't be confused over this. According to 2001 census, it was 1500 distinct languages. Clear? According to the reports of the government, which were actually described or mentioned as their mother tongues. After that, again grouping was done, as suppose one example is given under Hindi, 7 or 8 languages were grouped. Like that, many languages were grouped. So this 1500 became what? 114 major languages after grouping. So of these, 22 languages are now included in the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution and are therefore called scheduled languages. So just see the hierarchy. First it was 1500, then after grouping it became 114. Then out of that, only 22 languages were included, and that was included where? In the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution. Remember this, the 8th schedule of Indian Constitution. So that 8th schedule of Indian Constitution are also called what? Scheduled languages. According to that, 22 languages are there. Clear? Others are called non-scheduled languages. Clear? So out of 114, 22 languages are included, so that 22 languages are called what? Scheduled languages according to the 8th schedule of Indian Constitution. And the remaining, out of 114, if 22 are included, then the remaining languages, whatever that is, they are known as what? Non-scheduled languages. Clear? In terms of languages, India is perhaps the most diverse country in the world. So regarding the language, you can see here that there are 1500 languages. So according to the 1500 languages, what it can be assumed? It can be assumed that India is the most diverse country in the world, that has many languages in a single country. Clear? So to understand this more elaborately, let us revise once again. There was 1500 languages which was grouped and was made to 114 in number. After that, 22 important languages were included in the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution. So whatever these 22 languages were included, they were known as scheduled languages, and the remaining, that means 114 minus 22, whatever the remaining portion is there, they were known as non-scheduled languages. So as a whole, what it can be assumed? As a whole, it can be assumed that India is the most diverse country in the world. Clear? After that, a look at the endorsed table makes it clear that no one language is the mother tongue of the majority of our population. So earlier also we read that India has no official language of its own. Clear? Because it has so many languages. So regarding mother tongue also, the proportion is like that only. So what it makes? That no one language is the mother tongue of the majority of our population. There are many languages. The largest language, Hindi, is the mother tongue of only about 41% Indians. We read about this earlier also, that out of 100%, the people all over India that speaks Hindi is about 41%. That means remaining 59% are speaking other languages. If we add to that all those who knew Hindi as their second or third language, the total number was still less than 50% in 2001. Clear? So if we add to that all those who knew Hindi as their second or third language, that means if Hindi we count it as second or third language also, then also the total related to that language was less than 50%. Clear? Out of 100%, 50% was not there. As for English, only 0.02% Indians recorded it as their mother tongue. As Hindi was around 41% according to 2001 census, in the same way, the proportion or the people giving English as their mother tongue was only, you can say, merely 0.02% Indians were there who had given English as their mother tongue. Another 11% knew it as a second or third language. So as the mother tongue it was 0.02, and another 11% as a whole, the rest who are left, then second and third languages are left according to the English. The people speaking English as second or third language were around 11%. So that means that makes a total of 11.02% only. Likewise Hindi, as the mother tongue related to Hindi was 41%, and second and third language was also very lesser in number, and it was not able to complete 50% also according to the 2001 census. Likewise English also had the same condition, that summing up first language, second language and third language, it was only 11.02%. So read this table carefully, but you need not memorize it, just do the following. So whatever the things are given, one chart is given according to the proportion of speakers, that means language and their proportion of speakers. As we had read that Hindi was 41%, so like that the proportion of speakers percentage are given, and along with that the language are given in the left hand side. So let us go through it. It's written here that no need to memorize, just do the following. That means whatever the instructions are given here, like make a bar or pie chart on the basis of this information, Then prepare a map of linguistic diversity of India by shading the region where each of these languages is spoken on the map of India, and find out about any 3 languages that are spoken in India but are not included in this table. That means this is related to the non-scheduled languages. So these are all what? Activities related to the scheduled languages. So let us go through scheduled languages of India according to 2001 census first. According to the scheduled languages of India, it is given first is Assamese, and proportion of speakers is 1.28% only. Then Bengali 8.11%, then Bodo 0.13%, then Dogri 0.22%, Gujarati 4.48%, Hindi 41.03%, Kannada 3.69%, Kashmiri 0.54%, then followed by Konkani 0.24%, Maithili 1.18%, then Malayalam 3.21%, then Manipuri 0.0114%, then Marathi 6.99%, then followed by Nepali 0.28%, Oriya 3.21%, Punjabi 2.83%, Sanskrit it's not applicable, Santhali 0.63, Sindhi 0.25, Tamil 5.91, Telugu 7.19, and last but not the least Urdu with 5.01. So this is according to the 2001 census. Clear? So according to 2011 census, Assamese is 1.26, Bengali 8.03, then Bodo 0.12, then Dogri 0.21, Gujarati 4.58. We can see that 0.1, 0.2% the people speaking these languages are declining. Then Hindi, its graph is almost, earlier it was 41.03, now it has become, according to 2011 census, 43.63. Then Kannada 3.61, it has also declined. Then Kashmiri 0.56, a little bit of rise from earlier it was 0.54, now it has become 0.56. Then Konkani 0.19 decline. Maithili also declined from 1.18 to 1.12. Then Malayalam 3.21, it was earlier, now it has become 2.88. Then Manipuri a little rise, earlier it was 0.14, now according to 2011 it has become 0.15. Then Marathi, earlier it was 6.99, now it has become 6.85, a decline. Then Nepali also declined from 0.28 to 0.24 according to 2011 census. Then Oriya, earlier it was 3.21, now it has become 3.10. Then Punjabi 2.83, now it has become 2.74. Then Santhali also declined in the last 10 years, that means it was earlier 0.63, now it has become 0.61. Likewise Sindhi also declined from 0.25 to 0.23. Tamil 5.91, it was earlier, now according to 2011 it is 5.70. Then Telugu 7.19, it has declined to 6.70, and Urdu from 5.01 to 4.19. So we can see that if we do comparison between 2001 and 2011 census, we can see that only a few languages are there where there has been an increase in the proportion of speakers, like Hindi, earlier it was 41.03, now it is 43.63. Then Manipuri from 0.14 to 0.15, and Kashmiri to 0.54, it was earlier, now it has become 0.56. Apart from these 3 languages, all languages are in a declining mode, like 0.1-0.2% has been declined under the other languages being mentioned in the according to the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution. Clear? So with this I will wind up today's topic related to the linguistic diversity of India. Today we learned about the number of languages according to 2001 census, which was around 1500, which was grouped, then it became 114. After that 22 main languages were included as scheduled languages, and the remaining languages were included under non-scheduled languages. And we also read about, in the book it was given like the proportion of speakers and the language was given according to 2001 census, but we read about 2011 census also, the current census. And in the next year, that is 2021, we will again have the updated proportion of speakers. So this was 2001, and the other that we read according to the updated version was according to 2011 census. Clear? So I hope that whatever the points were made explained regarding linguistic diversity of India, it is now very much clear in your mind. So with this I will wind up today's topic. Thank you.